And you're Brandon. Rachel. Jeremy.
It began with a chilling image. 21-year-old Brandon Reiner standing silently between his parents. For the past 6 hours, Brandon had been on the run from police, accused of brutally murdering his best friend. As officers moved in, all his parents...
Keep going! You jumped the fence. Head back towards Collingwood.
Could do was pray and wait, watching their son's fate unfold in real time. The story takes us back to a cold November morning in 2022 in Rome, Georgia.
Rachel, Jeremy, if y'all can have a seat out here. Would you like to talk in private?
Police were called to a strange scene at a Toyota Prius abandoned in the middle of a creek. The vehicle wasn't damaged or crashed, and oddly, it still had power.
There's nothing. That's what I was looking for. There's nothing.
There was no one inside. A tow truck was dispatched, and once the car was removed from the water, officers ran the license plate.
Y'all don't think he's in there?
No, I didn't already come on there.
Okay. Son's name's Aaron Davis. Supposed to be coming to Rome to see some friends and going to Alabama to see his girlfriend.
I don't think he made it there.
Nah. I wonder where he's at. Why his car's down there.
Crazy thing is, there's nothing. I mean, there was no acceleration. It's almost like it just
rode off in there or something.
Yeah. Did it go all the way up in park or something? Yeah, I mean, there's lights on like it's, but it ain't running.
I rode over here to see what was going on. He was down there changing out the trash.
It belonged to 21-year-old Aaron Davis. He had supposedly been heading to Alabama to visit his girlfriend after stopping in Rome to see some friends. One of those friends was Brandon Reiner. Aaron had recently graduated from Brigham Young University and traveled over 60 miles to reconnect with Brandon, a close friend since middle school. But after leaving for Brandon's house, Aaron had seemingly vanished. His phone went straight to voicemail.
Go up to visit his girlfriend in Alabama after that.
Okay. Yeah, can you see if you maybe can get a hold of him and check in with him, see where his car's supposed to be?
So you just found the car abandoned there?
Yeah, it's actually off in a little ditch. We're in the process of getting it out, but I don't think there's anybody in it right now.
His parents were deeply concerned. Soon, a missing persons report was filed, and police began investigating, starting with the last person known to have seen Aaron alive. When police reached out to Brandon by phone, he seemed concerned and cooperative. He said Aaron had come over the day before and that they'd been drinking. Brandon claimed that Aaron, who rarely drank, had gotten sick and gone to bed. When Brandon woke up around 1 or 2 a.m., Aaron and his car were gone. It was plausible. A light drinker might have stumbled off or done something irrational. Still, something felt off. Police decided to pay Brandon a visit in person. When they arrived at his home, Brandon seemed calm, if a little detached. He reiterated the story: Aaron drank too much, got sick, and disappeared. But when officers asked to look inside, things began to unravel. Several doors were locked, including the one to the room Aaron had allegedly slept in. Officers noted a strong chemical odor and an unusual amount of cleaning supplies. But what truly raised alarms was the blood, significant amounts of it in.
Hey, I'm Lieutenant Sailor's Rome Police. You doing all right today?
Yes, I am. I'm looking for my friend right now.
Yeah, that's what I was calling about. You hadn't heard from him?
I have not. I've tried calling him and it's just gone straight to voicemail. And I heard he was at Heritage Park, so that's where I'm at right now. So I'm looking around. Do you guys know where the car was?
Yeah, it was in a ditch over there. When's the last time you saw Aaron?
I saw him last night.
About what time?
Well, we started drinking around like 12, noon. He started throwing up pretty bad. He told me to leave him alone. I guess I woke up around like 1 or 2 a.m. And that's when I saw that his car was gone.
All right. Well, if y'all hear from him, let us know, okay?
Yeah, thank you for the help, sir.
All right. Bye-bye.
Aaron's room. There were blood stains on the floor near the bed and traces that suggested attempted cleanup. Brandon's story was starting to collapse. Sensing police suspicion, Brandon suddenly bolted. He jumped a fence and disappeared into the neighborhood.
Hey, what's going on? I'm Officer Grau, we're the Rome Police Department. We're following up on all this. Can you walk me through what's going on? Just make sure we're all on the same page.
We started drinking around 12 yesterday.
Yeah, it's you and Aaron, right?
Yeah, me and Aaron.
Okay. Anyone else with you guys?
And went to some bars, and I had bought some red wine.
Yeah.
And came back here, started drinking red wine. He doesn't drink too often, so
Yeah.
he had gone upstairs and was just puking everywhere to the toilet. It was like standing up and puking for some reason. I went downstairs and he told me that he doesn't need any help. I went downstairs, dropped a bottle, cut my pinky, and I went to the urgent care this morning, took a shower, went to bed.
Okay.
And then woke up 1 to 2 a.m. and his car was gone.
A manhunt was now underway as officers canvassed the area. They stumbled upon a neighbor who happened to be on the phone with Brandon's father, Jeremy. The officer took call. Jeremy was unaware that Brandon had fled. He promised to look for his son, still under the impression that something less sinister was at play.
Well, how long have you and Aaron been friends?
We met when I was in 5th grade.
Okay.
And then we became more like close friends, I'd say, like around freshman year.
We're still trying to find him. I don't know. You know, he may just be staying at a hotel, sleeping off whatever happened last night.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily mean he's in danger or anything like that. You have any problem with us checking inside the house? No problem at all? No ferocious iguanas or anything?
No.
You never know, man. People have all kinds of pets.
That illusion would not last when Jeremy returned home. He found Brandon's phone, but instead of handing it over, he hesitated. Something had changed. Jeremy, who had seemed cooperative and supportive of law enforcement, was now guarded. The police didn't have a warrant, and Jeremy wasn't ready to surrender what he had found.
You mind coming in here with me so you can just show me where I'm going and all that?
Yeah.
This makes it a little bit easier. The bathroom is up there that he was up checking in. I got you. Oh, Lord. Is that what's in the laundry right now, I guess? Okay.
Eventually, Jeremy's concern boiled over into something darker. He called the police again and agreed to help. He revealed that Brandon wanted to turn himself in. A meeting was arranged, and Brandon, with his parents by his side, arrived at the station to surrender. Inside the interrogation room, Brandon sat in silence.
There's a significant amount of blood next to the bed, too. Decent. More than just vomit all the way over here. Looks like it's been there a while, but he could have been throwing up blood, I guess. See all that? It's weird to be throwing up blood like that. Not to mention, if he had alcohol poisoning, he wouldn't have been able to get up and move around this morning. Especially at 2 or 3 in the morning. Just poured powder right there, too.
That's it right now.
When asked if he wanted a lawyer, he simply said yes. He was smart. He knew nothing he could say would help him now. But while Brandon refused to talk, his father Jeremy was still willing to provide information. Jeremy told police that Brandon had been struggling with anxiety and visions. He had been brought home from college to stabilize, and the family had hoped it would help.
Oh, my knees. Keep going. Stay no quick. Put down. You jumped the fence. Head back towards Collingwood.
Somewhere between LaPorte and East 9, gotta be in these houses. Go up to the house, get in the backyard. Okay. Possible 1043 suspect.
Run back towards 8. Give me more units.
That morning, Jeremy received a 911 call from Brandon. After that, the story unraveled. Jeremy now believed his son was involved in something far more sinister than alcohol poisoning. Most importantly, Jeremy revealed the location where Aaron's body might be found: a secluded cemetery in the woods. A search team was dispatched. Immediately. Tragically, Aaron's body was discovered buried in the back of the cemetery.
Sir, I'm Lieutenant Sailor Crone Police.
Hi, I'm Jeremy Reisner, the homeowner,
Yes,
and my Brandon's father.
Yeah, we're probably going to need to talk to Brandon. Do you know where he is?
No, I thought he was still at home. Now, earlier we had told him maybe drive around the areas where they normally hang out and try to look for him, for Aaron. Okay, we'll keep trying to get hold of him. We're still about an hour away, working our way there.
He was wrapped in his own bed sheets, the very ones he had slept on while staying at Brandon's home. All speculation had ended. Brandon Reiner had committed murder. Brandon was arrested and transported to jail. Disturbingly, he remained eerily.
I am.
Okay.
This is Mom.
Sorry, I realize you might not be able to answer this question.
Probably don't know the answer, but I'll try.
Is there suspicion that Brandon was involved in what, hurting Aaron or something?
There's suspicion of something happened in the home.
Beyond getting drunk and throwing up?
Well, we don't know.
They're lifelong friends. We called back after the boy's mom called us. We called back and said, when did you last see Aaron? He says, I guess he left during the night. And that's all we did. We went to look for him where the car was reported.
Yes.
The powers that be have our number?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Calm during the entire booking process. Officers noted that he seemed unfazed, emotionally detached. While Brandon sat behind bars, police had one final.
Status. So, first of all, I understand you found his cell phone. That's right. You want to turn that over to us? Maybe. Okay. I do. My gut says yes, but at the same time, yeah. I mean, I don't know. We'll probably need to go through it and see at least maybe where he's been today. There is a significant amount of blood in that upstairs bedroom and on the carpet. But I wanted to be straight up with you. No, not going to find that. Okay. I appreciate that. Do you have a warrant that would include the phone? No, we'd have to get one at some point, so we couldn't go into it without that. So some text back and forth. Maybe something helps then, you know. I know. See him, you know. But I can't promise you that because I don't. No, I know. Yeah, I don't know what all's in there, so I want to. I was as a father, I understand. All right. Well, yeah, I'm gonna keep walking.
I know what's going on, but he seemed a little shocked that we're at his house. You know, he seemed respectful in the sense that he was okay with us being at his house and doing what we needed to do. I couldn't really get a feel for him. He may just be covering for his kid. He's gotta be. Him having the phone and not being shattered tells me that his son handed it to him. So he found the phone, tells us that he found the phone, but doesn't want to give it to us without a search warrant. Text messages out there. Probably. He was telling Randy that they were texting her about him asking for if anyone had seen Aaron. I wonder if those texts were sent since we've been here, though.
Heartbreaking duty to inform Aaron's parents of their son's death. The reaction was gut-wrenching. Aaron's mother cried out in disbelief, begging for her son. Unable to understand how or why such a thing could happen, Aaron had been a bright young man with a future ahead of him. A recent college graduate, a kind friend, a good son. His murder was a senseless and devastating act. The case progressed. Officers learned more about Brandon's disturbing mental state. His phone revealed unsettling writings and cryptic messages.
For Brandon. Rachel. Jeremy. Thank you. Rachel, Jeremy, if y'all can have a seat out here, I'm gonna take them back there and we'll talk, man. Would you like to talk in private?
You need to send somebody out to find the body.
Okay. I'll be right back out with you, okay? Anything in your pockets that I need to know about?
Wallet and keys.
Those real quick. Anything else?
No.
Sorry about that. Go ahead and have a seat.
He had left behind notes like, his scream became a gargle as he swallowed his tongue, and my brain's a waterfall running out of my nose like drool. There was even a chilling.
I'm gonna read you some stuff before we get started, okay? You have the right to remain silent. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before you are asked questions and have him with you during questioning.
I would like to.
You would like a lawyer, okay? All right, sit tight for just a minute.
To-do list, which included vacuuming, taking a shower, and pretending Aaron had simply gotten sick and left. It was the behavior of someone disconnected from reality, cold, calculated, and terrifying. On July 18th, 2024, Brandon stood before a judge to face the consequences of his actions. The defense attempted to introduce the idea of mental instability.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There's a lot going on right now. Anything that we can do to help y'all right now.
Need you back on fire. I can take you out. Try to show you. I can try to show you.
You can try to show us
The general area, yeah.
Okay.
There's an old cemetery. Up the hill. You turn left. Trendle, something like Trendle. I can show you all that.
Into Brandon's personal life before turning to search for the body.
Brandon had got home from college because he was having anxiety attacks, he was having suicidal thoughts, he was having visions, brought him home to make it safe. I get his medications right. Got a call from Brandon this morning, 9 or 10. He was asking about what I know. So they had a drink. He didn't want Dad finding out that his mom upstairs in the carpet. That's all we heard. Then an hour or two goes by. Boy's mom calls us. All right, call Brandon back home immediately after so, you know where Aaron is? He says, no. Yeah, they're around 5. And we were told that Aaron had run away. Brandon ran from the police. Aaron's body is luckily there. He's mentally unstable. He has Tourette's since he was a kid, diagnosed as a kid. And with that comes OCD, and people say they have OCD one time, they don't understand. And so they live with that.
So right there. Cool.
Go up to the counter, right? Let them follow their instructions. This is his property. You got ID in here if you want. For me? No, we're talking to him. You got your ID in there. Yeah.
Any questions here? Yep. I don't know a whole lot because I'm not been here doing a lot of research. Be specifics.
Why would he do that? Why you do that? We need my son. The family needs him.
And I have come to the conclusion that justice requires that Mr. Reisner be sentenced on count 1 to imprisonment for life without parole. And that's what I'm going to do.
But the court rejected it. The evidence was overwhelming. Brandon pled guilty to the murder and mutilation of Aaron Davis. The judge sentenced him to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Justice, though it could never bring Aaron back, had finally been served.